Our minds get sharper, more organized, and focused on what really matters. As Mercury enters Virgo, clarity finally cuts through the noise. So let's pull some cards for the guidance. On Tuesday, September 2nd, Mercury enters Virgo. So let's roll some dice to see what our number indicator is going to be here. A 6 and a 3, that's a 9 energy. This feels like creative balance in the mind, if I'm honest. And a bit of resilience energy there with that 9 vibe. Let me read you the blurb from astrology.com so that you have an idea of this energy. And it says, Mercury is right at home in analytical Virgo, one of its ruling signs. Over the next 2 weeks, our thoughts will be organized, resourceful, and focused on being helpful as we use our sharp minds to serve others. This is lovely. This is when the clarity of mind really comes in to aid us, to help us out. So let's get these decks shuffled up to see what our guidance is. Okay, I don't know if you caught that, but there was no need for me to shuffle this Oracle deck anymore. The card flew out, so I'm going to grab it for us. Woo! It's 2 cards. So I'm going to take these both. I don't think that I need the shuffled card. We have 2 cards, so we'll talk about them each individually. Interesting energy. First, be open to love. This is the first one that I saw. This second one was underneath it. So be open to love. Let's chat about this. There you go. You can see it close up there. The be open to love energy. You can see that this figure is in a cage. What's in the cage? Just her head is in the cage here. And that's very interesting, right? We're opening the door of our minds. We're opening the door of our hearts as we do that. That's what this card is saying. Mercury in Virgo may be guiding you or edging you is the way they're saying it, to think about the way that you protect your heart, that you validate your heart, that you listen to your heart. I feel like this is open mind, open heart. Get yourself out of any kind of cage that you've got your mind in around love specifically. Did not expect that to be coming up here, but these cards are flying out. And I want to show you the coupling card that came out as well here. Correct your mistakes. And I'll give you a look at that close up as well. This card is definitely about looking at what you've done and being able to take full responsibility for it. It's about really realizing that people make mistakes and you do not need to live in a space where you're going to continue to beat yourself up over the mistakes that you have made. This is about really allowing yourself to forgive, right? And over the next 2 weeks, as this energy kind of unfolds, we're going to have more clarity around how to correct the mistakes, how to do something better, how we can learn our lessons or learn from our mistakes and turn them into talisman energy. The idea of these 2 cards together here is amazing. What it's doing is providing us clarity of mind to put out any kind of fires that we may have going on within us, number one, but also in our lives, right? It's creating this peaceful energy. Now, I will say that there is a feeling that this may take some time. That's what it feels like to me. So I don't want you to feel rushed, like you have to figure everything out, do everything now, look through and sift through all of your past mistakes and correct them all at once. It just feels like there's this forgiveness that is happening and clarity around how it's not helpful for you to continue to harbor anything that could be blocking you, shutting you down, closing your heart, restricting the love that you have for yourself or others, beating yourself up essentially over past mistakes. Instead, this feels like we are turning ourselves into this kind of, what is the word? This beacon of wisdom around this. The opening of the mind and being opening to loving thoughts about correcting your mistakes or about like indiscretions and things that you think you could have done better is amazing. I'm going to keep the be open to love card here. That's what I feel wants to be there predominantly. If you can open up your mind, it's going to open up your heart. And I feel like this is mostly centered around self-forgiveness. So if there are things that you feel like have been kind of staying with you, that you've been dragging along with you, this energy is going to help you get really clear about how that is not helpful at all, and it's only going to slow you down. From here on out, the clarity allows you to put out the fires within you, and then that's going to trickle into your physical life. It feels like it's time to forgive yourself and right the energy. So be open to how it is that you can love yourself more. And not only that, but the wisdom from the mistakes as you're reflecting on things and you're looking for clarity. The guidance or the intention around that with this kind of a pull so far is definitely about reflecting for wisdom, reflecting for insight, not to reflect so you can keep beating yourself up. There's something that you learn from those mistakes or those failures. There always is. Sometimes the mistakes and the failures are actually way more informative and helpful and abundant than the times that you just got it right, or the times that you feel like you did well immediately and you didn't have to put in too much effort, or you didn't have to correct anything or go back and revisit it. This revisiting feels very prosperous, and the feeling of it makes me feel like we feel good about ourselves. So lean into this. Let's see what the tarot has. Oh, it's over. The World card. Look at that. It's over. Wow, what a beautiful triple card pull we have here. This World card, as you can see, is a completion. We've got the Ouroboros. Yes, the Ouroboros is this snake that is featured. This is death and rebirth and how there are cyclical patterns that are going on all the time in our lives. The World card is the final card of the major arcana, and it signifies a successful conclusion or a successful ending. It's like getting the trophy. It's like learning the lesson. It's like mastering the wisdom, understanding fully, things coming full circle for you to understand, this is why I had to go through this. There's a bit of a portal energy as well that is coming through, like using all of the elements of your life to be able to jump through a portal that gets you into a totally different space in your life. And it has to definitely do with using your mind for good, trusting that your heart center can provide you with loving thoughts, gentle thoughts, compassionate and forgiving thoughts around what happened in the past. Because when we pull a World card, this is Spirit trying to tell you it's over. You don't have to carry it. You've actually met your mark here. Well done. You've made it through. And now it's time to move on to something else. Jump into something else. Do that for yourself. If you don't acknowledge the closing of the cycle that you've been in, it may feel really uncomfortable, because when we hit a marker, a divine marker, and Spirit tells us you've succeeded, that's not always necessarily something that was super easy and fun and joyful that you've gone through. It can also be something that was really difficult and challenging and pushed you to your limits. When we hit the marker of the World card, it just means the cycle is over. You can let this go now and love yourself more. And then on top of that, we have this beautiful message of the earned wisdom, right? That you have gained from this. It's a different kind of viewpoint with real clarity that allows you to move into the next chapter. Lovely, beautiful energy. If you're looking for more intuitive direction, the Astro Guidance playlist that I have will give you insight into the major aspects that are happening this week, while the chakra checkup helps you keep your energy clear and balanced for the week ahead. You can check them out if you're called to check them out. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching.